Welcome to the Kiefer's Hot Rod Shop YouTube channel. I'm Nick Kiefer. Hey, how's everyone doing? Hope everyone had a great Christmas and is looking forward to a happy new year. I wanted to update y'all on the Nova and also thank you for watching and liking and subscribing. I'm getting close to 400 subscribers and really stoked about it. Can't wait to see the channel grow even more, but thanks again. So back on the Nova, I want to show y'all a little quick update today. I'm going to be reinforcing the suspension plates with some tubes to kind of create a truss back there, but I'll show y'all the details here in a sec, and we'll go through the process. Now that the suspension bracket plates from Tin Soldier Racecars are in, I want to go ahead and reinforce them. So what I'm going to do to reinforce these brackets is I'm going to put a series of tubes between the boxing plate and this number 18 upright to make a truss. So they're going to travel diagonally, making 3 triangles, one here, another here, and another here, which will obviously triangulate this whole structure, but also support this span here, since all of the thrust from the suspension is being applied to the chassis here. I'm using 1 1/4 tubing, which matches the width of this pair of plates and boxing plate here. It's also what I've made the X's and some of the floor stuff in this chassis out of. And just in case any of y'all were concerned about the proximity of this tube to the suspension plate system here, I left a little over an inch between the doubler plate and this tube here, which, especially for these low profile nylock nuts, is plenty of room for them and a washer and any little amount of bolt that'll come past that nylock. So even if somebody wanted to use a box end wrench, I'm sure you could slide that past here. It looks really close, but yeah, if this position or maybe that one turns out being the one that needs to be implemented for operating this car, there's still room there. But it just does point out another thing. You just want to make sure when you're putting something like this together that there's plenty of room for anything like that. Before I weld the reinforcing tubes in between the suspension plates and the chassis, I want to go ahead and completely weld the seams that go between the boxing plates and the tubing here. Just because it'll be hard to get to later, and I want to go ahead and make sure those welds are completed before I get these tubes in here. Alright, so I've got the brackets all welded in to the tubes up in front on their boxing plates, and now everything's pretty much ready to go ahead with making the tubes to fit in here to reinforce everything. So I'm going to measure some distances and some angles and go ahead and start cutting those out and getting them fitted in here. I've gone ahead and drawn out the tubing system and measured angles and distances and everything, and I've calculated the length and angles of the first tube, and I've gone ahead and made the notch where this is going to join that number 18 upright, which is here and here on the diagram, at the appropriate angle, because this leans back a bit compared to this. So it's the angle of the tube plus this lean back. And next, I'm going to go ahead and cut it at that 30-degree angle where it's going to rest against the boxing plate of the suspension brackets. Alright, so I've got the piece fit up here. I've made the notch and the straight cut, and it fits pretty well. It's a little over length, but that's on purpose. I wanted a little bit to be able to fine tune. But I just wanted to check it out, look at it, and see how it's going to fit. Next step is I'm going to notch it for this tube. Because I want to go ahead and put it down in this corner here so that it's welding onto this tube and that tube and adding strength as opposed to just sitting on one tube here. And it's directing energy into the node. But this looks pretty good. I'm going to measure this angle, just double check, make sure I've got everything right, and go ahead and give it a notch. And we'll check out how that fits. All right, cool. Looks good with the two notches. Just got a little bit of fine tuning to do up here, I think, and clean everything up, but it's aimed into that node pretty nicely, and I think that's going to work really well. Now that I've got this lower reinforcement tube fitted in here and tucked into that corner and all fitted up, it's time to move on to this upper one. So I'd like to do pretty much the same thing with it. I'm not going to be coping the tubes into each other. I want to go ahead and just meet them up here. One reason being it'd be kind of difficult to get both tubes in there if they fit together. I could, just kind of from the side I could slide them in, but the other reason being I want to go ahead and spread out this contact area that the reinforcement tubes have on the back boxing plate of these brackets. So I can get virtually twice the contact area by having the tubes next to each other instead of notched into one another. I'm going to pretty much follow the same procedure, measuring distances and angles and everything, and make a really similar tube that just goes up here and just fits in right next to that one. I've drawn out the upper tube, which will be at an angle of 40 degrees, going the opposite way of the lower one that's at 30. I've done some measurements on the car just to verify what everything is, and I've come up with the not only the angle and dimensions, but the length that I need to cut the tube to. So I'm going to go ahead and cut that and notch this side and true up that side on the belt sander, and we'll check out how it fits in there. All right, so I've got the lower tube pulled out right now, and I'm just fitting this upper tube in there just to get an idea of how it's going to settle in before I make this upper notch in it. And it's looking pretty good. Angle's pretty close on that miter cut, and the notch is pretty good. So I'm going to go ahead with that upper notch and then fine tune it just to make sure it fits in perfectly and fits in conjunction with that lower reinforcement tube. Got that upper piece in here, and it's looking like it just needs to be shortened just a tiny little bit, and hopefully it'll settle in here nicely. Notches look pretty good, just a little bit of a gap up here, so as it gets shorter it'll kind of tilt a little flatter this way, and that should close up and look nice. All right, let's check it out. Perfect. That thing just mates up nicely. And it's right there next to the lower one. It's looking good. So I've taped the upper tube in just because of gravity. It won't stay in by itself until it's welded in. But you can see the truss structure here with the triangles, the 3 triangles that make it up. Here's a look at just kind of how these fit together. Plenty of surface area on that backing plate for the suspension bracket plates, and a little bit of space between. Going to be able to get some welds in there pretty nicely, I think, and it just kind of spreads out the load applied onto all of that structure. I think most of the time this car will be set up with the links in this area, and obviously there will be lower links somewhere in this area. So I think it's good that this is all reinforced by this lower triangle here, and then any stress in this area where the upper link's going to go is reinforced further by this triangle, and you know, the rest of it's just rigidified by that upper. So I think that looks really sweet. As always, you know, these tubes need to be totally cleaned inside and out, and don't want to forget the gas expansion holes that are going to go under them. But otherwise, I've started on the pair for the other side. I've got the lower one made. It's actually in there, hard to see because all these are kind of blocking it, but just need to make a copy of this for the upper over there, and it'll be time to go ahead and tack them in once those gas holes are drilled in there. It's going to be kind of tricky, but you know, I'm just going to kind of go at them at a little bit of an angle. Everything is vented into everything else, so I think I'll probably poke the holes in this tube, but I could go in this or this. Really not a problem. I don't want to drill into the boxing plate for gas venting, just because that will later allow humidity and dust and stuff into the chassis. So want to keep that sealed up. But anyway, this looks great, and hope you all enjoyed checking out this process. I just have to make that tube over there and weld all these together, and these things will be nice and reinforced, and should be good to go. I can move on to shock mounts and anti-roll bar and setting up for the wishbone and all that pretty soon. So looking forward to that, and hope y'all are too. Thanks for watching. I would be honored if you'd like and subscribe. See y'all again soon.